Well, howdy and hello, everyone. My name's Adam Steigert. You can call me Indie Adam if you'd like, or you can just call me Adam Steigert, or you can call me Adam, or you can call me whatever you'd like. Today, I'm trying this new thing, which is going to be, and once I get everything set here, is going to be, why can't I move it? There we go. I don't know why I'm having problems with my. Okay. 1 second. Of course, anything that can go wrong will go wrong here. All right. I'm just trying to get my mouse to come up. Like, I don't know where that is. Okay. So it looks like we're in good shape. But I don't know. Here, let me see. Is this right? Okay. I don't know what happened here. There's like my mouse is like disappeared. Anyways, that's gonna make things a little bit harder. So let me try and just see what is going on here. Okay, so anyways, good evening to you all. And I hope you're having a good evening after all. What is up with this? This screen capture is just maddening. Yeah, there we go. I guess. Where's this other one? Literally, I can't make this stuff up. The mouse disappeared on me when I'm doing Streamlabs, so it's interesting. This is a new thing. If you can hear me though, give me a shout out and say howdy hello, because I'd love to hear from you. Oh, look at that. Now the mouse is back. I don't know how that happened, where that happened, oh my God. Anyways, it looks like we're in good shape. So let's get into what we're like going to be talking about today. And basically what we're doing is I'm going to read comments from, from people that have reviewed the films that I've worked on over the years, and together we're going to see, were they right? Were they wrong? How do you feel about it? It's interesting because this is like a whole new thing to me. And I want people really to understand that, creators, we really do read the comments, and we take everything with a seriousness that comes along with it. So, just kind of keep in mind that when you read these things and you do these things, or when you comment on these things, these are actually people that that are working on this. Now, obviously, there's quite a few people that work on these movies. It's not just me, but let me take off the hat. It's a little warm. Don't know what perceived me to want to do anything with the hat. And if you have any questions, throughout the conversation tonight, please speak up. I've been asked multiple times to do more podcasts, and here I am. Hopefully I can answer some questions if they do come up in the chat. If not, that's okay too. If you're watching this later on, I'm not going to blame you. With that being said, I want to say first off, before I read these comments, happy 610,000 per this recording reviewing of subscribers to this channel. Since the beginning, all I've wanted to do was entertain you. So this is such a good thing for me to do, for us to do together, to experience this this whole event together. And I like to take you along the ride, I take you along the ride in one respect so that you can experience all the trials and tribulations that we do. Now, I always shoot a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and so you'll always see a lot of behind the scenes goodies at any one time. But so let's just get right into it. There was one comment I'm going to start off with saying that I did read a long time ago that I couldn't stomach to see, and it was on a YouTube channel, or my on the YouTube channel here. It was a comment that was made about this director should kill himself, and that obviously is not appropriate. So I did delete that, but I leave all comments, good and bad, besides that one comment because it angered me so much that you can hate somebody so much because of the type of creativity. I mean, just don't watch it. You don't have to watch the films that I make. But clearly, enough people are interested because we are, we've hit over a million views in some of our recent uploads. So that's cool. If you haven't seen anything, then what are you doing? You're living in a box, right? Definitely make sure you check out some of the highlighted videos that I have here. Obviously, Ombis, because the sequel is coming out very soon. Um, Prisoners of the Dead, classic zombie film for those that love classic zombie movies. Um, and you can get a little sneak peek of Ombis 2. Gore, if you're familiar with my work, you can also check out Gore. That is a very old film that I was a co director on. Um, Very hard film to make. And then you can also check out some of the behind the scenes of the Rific You Monsters. Fun film to make. And at some time, I'm sure we can share stories regarding all that stuff as well. Excuse me. So I'm going to go to Ombis first, but I want to do an Amazon look. Okay, so we're going to go to Amazon. Yes, I'm using Microsoft Word. Don't judge me. But we're going to just type in Adam. Well, we could do we'll just do Ombis Alien Invasion, see what happens here. Okay, so you can rent it right now, by the way, for $2.99, or watch it for free on this YouTube channel. But if you look here, let's take a look at the reviews. Where did they go? Details. Aha. Read all the reviews. Hold on a second here. I don't want to have everybody see my password to get into this. Excuse me. You'd think I'd be better prepared for this. Now I can't sign into Amazon. Jeez, man. It's always like a series of passwords that I use. So it now it's sending me a link or a number to remind myself of what the the thing is here. Hold on a second. Jeez, man. Whenever you have the first show, it's always the first show that really gets you going here. I don't know if I'm going to keep up with these or how I'm going to handle these or what I'm doing with these in any fashion. But anyways, so let's close this. Excuse me. And let's look at this. So first off, let this be a lesson for everybody watching today for many different reasons. First off, creators read these things, even though maybe we should not. Creators do read comments, but also look at the star meters, because the star meters are something that we as creators really look for when designing and creating a film for you. So, excuse me. I'm going to read a couple good ones and bad ones. Let's start off with the 1-star, because look at this. Overall, this movie. Now, I have been praised for this movie by critics. However, customers or the average moviegoer that writes a response does not appear to overall enjoy it. However, we were able to make a sequel and raise almost 30 grand on that to try to make a sequel. But anyways, here we go. Let's go to the star meter number 1. Okay. All right. This one says, let me move it, zoom it in. It says this movie is like someone in a small town community theater brought a video camera and they threw together a really bad movie. Acting is amateur at best, effects are bottom of the barrel, plot thin, casting really poor, etc., etc. Curious to know what those etc's are because there's 3 there. And then I hope you didn't spend real money on this. So let me tell this individual first day that we were on set, I ran out of money, and the whole production was slated. Everybody was there, ready to go, but I had no money to make the film. So yeah, the times they were rough during this time, um, but yeah, yeah, that was fun. So this guy doesn't like. Uh, uh, this person doesn't like. This person doesn't like Amazon. Uh, Let me see here. I'm trying to set something else up. Okay, let me see. Got it. Let me see if I can do this. Okay. Again, pardon me. I'm just setting some things up here. This is new to me in general. But I do have a lot of good exclusive content on the YouTube channel that is not public that I really highly recommend that you check out. It's only $2.99 to support what we're doing. And we would really greatly appreciate the support. Also, make sure you give in this place a like, a thumbs up, or a thumbs down because I can still see the thumbs down, and I want to know what you, the audience goer, is feeling. All right, so we're gonna move on from this guy who just goes on and on about hating Prime Video. Let's go to another negative one here. Don't bother with this. Unfortunately, the viewer Amazon Prime has overrun their systems with so-called movies, and we get to be the victims of it. Um, I would say it's a movie. We shut down streets. We had insurance. The film cost about $37,000 to make. So yeah, I would say, go out and make your own film, Amazon customer. Um, let's see here. I quit after 20 minutes. This movie belongs in a high school workshop. I'm not sure what that means exactly. Um, I'm going to assume something negative, of course. Again, just plain bad acting. Let me tell you something. I am one of the individuals in Buffalo, New York that has uh, kind of like helped form the Buffalo film community. And now we have big productions from Marshall to Ninja Turtles to all these other, Sony and Paramount and Disney, for even matter's sake, happening in our town. And you know what? Those actors that you're considering amateur, those people are being hired by those bigger studios. So just yeah. Let's do a medium, a 3-star. Okay, not bad, not a bad show. It's a solid modern take on the Blob, which is what it was meant to do. And what I love about sci-fi, it isn't pernicious, pretentious. Oh, pretentious. The special effects are good enough. Well, thank you, Admiral Eric, because the last person just blasted us on on that. But anyways, let's move on. Um, the story carries itself well. I enjoyed it. It was a home with a virus, and I'm glad I picked this one to watch. It was good, entertaining, in a way to push the time along. So that individual enjoyed it, and thank you, Mr. Admiral Eric. Um, let's see what this one says. So this one says very bad acting, so storyline, cinematography barely passable, but still one of the better movie B movies I've seen. Oh, I'll take it as a win Can I get a win? Can somebody give me like a clap or something in the chat that just gives us a little bit of flavor here that I finally got a win on the threes? All right. Let's do it. I have to do it. Number 5. All right. This one looks a little long to read, but I may come back to it. Okay, so here's one. Kim T. I found this to be a very good B movie. Some parts of the movie could have been better, acting that is, but it's a B movie, right? Richard Satterwhite did a great job in this movie, but seemed to me he was trying to be The Rock, a little much at times. All in all, a fun romp through Monsterland, and would have given this one a watch. And excuse me, and I would give this one a watch. Um, yes, thank you, Kim, for throwing that out there. This was, I actually casted Richard Satterwhite in Prisoners of the Dead first, and we can talk about that in a few minutes. But he like he was to me such a prestigious actor, and everybody here is bashing everybody that like I did special things to try to make sure that he would be on our production for this movie. And I mean that in itself should tell you something, right? All right, so one more. This is an Amazon customer. They gave it 5. Um, I know I know one thing for sure. If I ever need to have my pipes serviced, I'm going to call Salino Plumbing. Very professional. I told them I had a green alien goo coming out of my pipes in the basement. The lady I spoke with Patricia was wonderful. 10 out of 10. Would recommend the movie. Without it, I would have never found Salino Plumbing. Boom. Somebody said that to me when I did the last podcast when I was with Jordan Lima. And he was hosting a podcast of me and a couple of the people from Ombis 2. And I'll tell you what, we did have Salino Plumbing in the first film. Uh, and Jordan asked me a question if I had him in the second film, and I said, no, I don't have him in the second film. But I didn't even try to get him. I don't even know if they'd be interested in doing it. They might be. They were so gung ho the first time around. And yeah, so maybe I will have to do a reshoot on Ombis or add a scene on Ombis to make sure they get in it somehow. Um, those guys over there, Salino Plumbing, they're good folks, and I will tell you that that's not an endorsement. Well, actually, it kind of is an endorsement, to be honest with you, because I use them myself for any type of related needs. So, yeah, what are you gonna do? Support your local communities, and I mean now more than ever, you're really gonna need to support your communities because we're gonna see some things that you probably have never seen in your lifetime over the next couple months, and that's just my prediction. But anyways, let's go back to reading the comments. So we did some here on Amazon. We could look at another film on Amazon just because this probably gets blasted to movie. Let's see here. Oh, this here, this movie, there's gossip behind that movie, but that's for a different day. Okay, Fang, 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 Fang. Here we go. Of course. Let's see what we got. Oh, there's 5s on this one. Oh, there's only 2 ratings though. Let's see. Okay. Chris B, such a fun time. If you enjoy gross out horror, I can't recommend Fang enough. Plenty of kills and incredible amounts of blood. This movie, Fang, um, is one of those films that is so gross. It's very hard to watch. It is on my YouTube channel. If you're interested in watching it, definitely make sure that you are over the age of 18 to watch it. It does have a censored scene in it because we do have boobies in it. But if you want to watch the full uncut film in its most raw and pure form, it's either going to like Amazon. You can buy it right now at Walmart.com. Um, and you can also watch it on Tubi, Vudu, and all your other favorite streaming platforms. It's just YouTube. We wanted to make sure that when we were starting the channel off, it was it was an okay environment. And then what else here? We have Mr. Dude. Fang was an enjoyable film to watch. The movie had a great balance of suspense, gore, and even a little humor. Steigert introduced us to characters from past films and gives us insight to his future plans. Recommended. Well, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That is really cool. Um, and then let's go on to YouTube and let's just look at what YouTube has on it. YouTube has one of my favorite comments though. First off, this here, the first one, you get to see the Looney Blues. The Looney Blues, man, the Looney Blues are in the second film. You get to see more of the Looney Blues. Um, let's see. Oh, this one I always get. Jello. Um, it is not Jello. In fact, it's the farthest thing from Jello that you can possibly get. It might have even saved us money if we used the Jello. A couple nice movies, 2 thumbs up. Thank you very much. Um, I think it's an entertaining film. It has a balance, a fine line between watching it and shutting it off. I shut it off. It's okay. Again, don't take it personal. Um, and let's see here. B movie, well done. Liked it. Um, a film. I don't know. I don't remember this one, but I did comment because I try to comment on every review. But this one, a film glop zombies or glombies for short. No, it's Ombis. And Ombis is spelled, if you take the Z and the E out of zombie, you get Ombis. All right. Species 1, 2, 3, 4, fantastic movies. Thank you, Craig. I didn't know there was a fourth Species movie, so that is new to me. But yeah, yikes. The alien looks like Freddy Krueger, but just green. Oh man, we did a serious upgrade for um, the second film. I got all this shit showing up on my side here. All this like nonsensical stuff. Let's see here. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. Man, yeah, I don't need to see all that political shit that YouTube runs. Um, Yikes! Looks like Freddy Kroger. I think this one, Kroger. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The alien looks like Freddy Kroger. Uh, this one here amuses me a little bit because this person says cops put on seatbelt. I've never seen cops use a seatbelt. Are you with a cop every single day that you know that they use a seatbelt? Like, is that a real thing? Is that something that happens? Um, I mean, let's see here. Okay, yeah. I'm trying to manage like 3 different things here, and I'm just making sure that I'm like on par with it. So thanks for being patient with me today. If you're just joining, my name's Adam Steigert, Indie Adam. I've made, directed, produced, edited all these films on this channel. So here's another one. Here's another one. Good job, Adam. This flick is every bit of as good as the original The Blob. I enjoyed it. Keep doing what you're doing, things, and honoring your craft and your films, which you only get better. The Men in Black with the sunglasses at night, nice touch. Sunglasses while doing a stream. Okay, can you get any better than that? This one, why are all these movies are cut into 35 millimeter? I don't understand. You cannot see half of the screen. What's the point? Now that is not our issue. When you watch the films, It's a setting issue in YouTube. You can change the setting and you can watch better qualities of it. Unfortunately, because this film is older, the highest resolution quality I believe is like 1080. So yeah. So let's look at a different film because obviously we know people like Ombis. Oh my God, sweet Jesus! All the crazy shit that's here. All right, so let's go back to the channel here, and um, let's look at prisoners just to see what they got. Okay. Um, moving down. Great. The comments. Well, this one's different. This one just says "Hey," and that's okay. It just says "Hey." Nice movie, nice film. I like the movie. Good movie. Good movie. Not bored. Um, guitar guy. Unfortunately, the guitar zombie in this movie did pass away. Um, and I think that person may be in some way related to that individual or knows of him. I don't remember. I know a lot of people. Let's see here. Uh, am watching from Philippines. Very good movies. Obviously, a little bit of language issue there, but that's okay. I'm glad the Philippines enjoys it. Argentina really enjoys these films too, which I find fascinating. Um, because some of these films do better in different states than they do, excuse me, different countries than they do in some states. And there's a way you can look at metrics for that with some of the streaming platforms we use. Okay, so everybody does like, it looks like for the most part, um, prisoners. Let's see here. Oh, here's one. Here's a good one. I like this one. I'll have to read this one. You really excelled at this one, Adam. It would probably be spoken about by many as the next step up from the late, great George Romero's Our Gang philosophy, where everyone mocked in for $1 and a donut. Keep up the good work, Adam, and everyone concerned. And everyone concerned. Concerned? Marvelous stuff. Concern? Yeah. All right. Hey. Best dressed zombie ever. Okay. We're doing good so far. Couple different languages that were here. This one's from, looks like Japanese. Maybe. I could be wrong. Please don't judge me on that. I'm not using the translator app at the moment. I personally think it's a good work. I want the blue tea prisoners to survive after that. Thank you for uploading. Yeah. So, Prisoners of the Dead is a film that is uh, a film that was really my first film that I directed. I co-directed it, but I was the principal director on the film, and that was it was very hard to do because I didn't know what I was doing. That was the exact comment about the donuts and all that. Yeah, well, that is exactly true. I mean, some of these actors. There's our friend Richard Satterwhite, The Rock. You know, in this movie, Prisoners of the Dead. All right, so let's get into things that maybe people don't like. So let's take a look at Gore. Let's see here. Because everybody, this one got flagged because it's just too gruesome. But let's just see what the comments read here too. Okay, all right, here we go. Here we go. All right, let's get a substantive one. Here's one. This is a class. This is class. This is class. This is the kind of films I look for. Proper, sick, twisted. I'm proper addicted to sick, twisted horror films. AV being all of my life. Okay. On YouTube, my history average got 590 films, 590 films, music horror films, bear films. All right. On the internet, am always looking for complete, sick, insane, twisted horror films. My life revolves around drugs and horror films, bear films, bear films, best buzz, all over head on drugs, watching sick twisted horror films. My life. The film is classic. This film is seriously insane. Thanks. I think they're trying to say thanks. Thanks for the upload. Uh, Andy Pover, always on the lookout, or always on TBT lookout for horror films. That was a little hard to read, okay, because, there's a lot of spelling issues with that, but that's okay. Um, this was my like first real film I took serious was was Gore. And when Gore, Prisoners of the Dead, and then Ombis being my first solo directorial debut. But there was one other film in there, which was Homicidal Vengeance. Again, that was flagged too, so you have to be able to watch it. You got to be 18 years of age. So make sure you're 18. All right, let's see if there's anything bad on here. Wow, so many positive comments I'm going to watch. Actually, I don't think I've read these comments on Gore. Let's see what this one says. This one says the dark reflection of terror exists in the darkest of a corner, in no way defying the darkness because it is part of our worst nightmare, thus bringing our worst monstrosities to our mind. This is one this is what one might think, but really shows the opposite. Some watches born and made of flesh are already here and ready to devour us. Okay. Um, yeah, so this movie brings out some a different group of people, which is totally cool, you know. Um, I'm glad I tickled somebody's fancy. Uh, why are 3-minute ads that you can't skip over? I'm already pissed. Like why? That I don't know why there were 3. That's interesting. But sorry, we need to get paid too at times. And YouTube doesn't pay as good as it should. Even for 600,000 people, unless you're making content regularly, uh yeah, it's just it's not good. I think I'm going to try and do a podcast today. If you want to join me along with it, I don't know what I'm going to talk about or how I'm going to talk about it, but we're gonna figure out things to kind of digest and talk about. Um, okay, who cares about the acting? It's a gory movie, literally called Gore. What the fuck? Ooh, that is a bad word. Is these comments? I like my gory movies like Japanese gore, wild and crazy. Acting ain't that bad in the first place. For the first time, no budget. The film did not have any budget, so that part was true. Again, this is when a group of filmmakers got together and said, "Hey, you just want to go out and do something." There was money put into it, but it was out of my own pocket. Um, so I guess maybe there was some money put into it. I think a couple other people did produce on this one as well. Stefan Lozinski was one of them, and so was John Renna, I believe, is another one. There's a couple people on that. The movie's rather old. Was shot in 2000 or released in 2009. No, it released in 2010. Shot in 2009. Um, okay, not really anything bad, which is surprising for this film because I thought the quality for sure would have done it. I thought people wouldn't have. Again, I didn't read. I don't think I've read these comments on the Gore film before. Let's see here. It says, feels like some Gore fix. Let's see if this feeds my fix. But looks of comments, if it could be the go. Yeah, there's a scene in this movie where somebody gets their head like literally cut open. there are two films, Fang and Gore, that are the most grungy horror films imaginable, and that I've produced and directed and shot and was part of. Um, like I remember editing on Fang, which is what we'll look up next. Um, and I remember editing on Fang and sitting in this very room that I'm in right now and listening to sound effects um, that um, were not of the they were very gross. Like, they were sound effects of people moving their body movements and things like that. So yeah, it was very gross, and then slimy and slush, and no, it was just meat getting pulled and stuff like that. But I do want to share this one because I know there are negative comments on this one, and we can all get a laugh on it. All right. All right, the first Horrific Gila Monsters trailer did not do well. It does have 173 views, and it's 4 years old, but it did not do very well. In fact, every comment that you're about to see on this basically mocks this film, and it's sad because this film was very hard to produce and make. Um, so yeah, so let's read some of these comments here. Okay. Oh, okay. So again, I try to comment anytime I can, of course. Okay, so let's start reading them. In case of a fire, throw this movie in. um, that's probably a good one right there. That should be maybe that should be the title of this. You know, of that movie. Okay, another one here. No wonder Prime Video doesn't offer a trailer for this. I didn't know that Prime didn't offer a trailer for this. They don't offer a trailer for this movie? Come on now. There's no trailer for this. Oh, wow. I guess maybe it doesn't have a trailer. Why? Oh, well, a lot of ones on this one. Let's see how many ones there are. 38%. Damn, that sucks. But we got 23% in, 5 stars. Hey, there you go, right? Got to look at the positives somewhere. Yeah, I guess this does not have a trailer on here. I could have swore they had a trailer on here. I guess not. Must be clickbait. Men in Black 5, the massive budget cut. Another great one. And feel free to play in with this if you find a good comment that you feel like should be put on this trailer. Please do. I need a second part of this channel, please. I'm not sure what that is. I need the second part of this channel, please. I don't know what that means. Looks very interesting. P.S. I'm deaf and blind, and this comment was made by AI. So far, there's not been one good comment on this movie. Not one good comment. An instant count flawed classic. This one here. Let me change this here. What a fifth grade movie, man. This shit is awesome. Oh, somebody liked it. Appreciate you. I guess I had to do something after Comic-Con was over. I want 2 minutes and 26 seconds back. I want my 10 seconds back. Oh my god, this movie trailer is extremely low budget, amateurish, and too painful to watch. Yeah, I understand that, and you know what? I did end up making a second trailer for this, but so many people loved bashing on it, I guess. I just left this one up because you know what? What kind of creator would I be to silence those that don't agree with my stance, you know? and it helps me as a creator know what to do next and how to do it, and where to improve. Uh, let's see here. Looks like mutants and masterminds campaign. When does this come out? This movie is crap. I think I'm having a seizure. What the f? Thanks for the trailer and helping me avoid this crap. Are we getting the hint here? Um, uh, let's see here. Another one. Everyone there they hired had to do high or had to be high to pass the interview. First off, no one had to be high to pass any interview. That's the first thing I can tell you. Second thing is, um, I don't know what you're talking about. Let me tell you this about this movie, The Horrific Evil Monsters, a film that, um, a film that was really hard to make, but this script wasn't the original script for this film. In fact, this script was way different. Uh, the only thing that carried on from this film, from that script rather, to this film was the character's name of Obi. So I'm not going to do a whole commentary on this. We can do that a different day. But I just want to say that this film, The Horrific Evil Monsters, had a massive budget cut, and we tried to do reshoots and things of that nature, but we were stuck in the pandemic times. So we had shot the entire film, edited what we wanted, but we were going to go back and possibly shoot more. There was a scene in this movie. And this movie actually does feature one of my favorite scenes, where there was more with the Anna, the zombie character that's in it. There was a bigger ending too, but we blew the budget, and we tried to make do with what we could. And some people like it. Most people seem not to like it. So I don't take it personal. It's another day's work. However, each film that we watch here and we talk about, they're not easy films to make, and they are not quick. So these are years of time being put into it. Right now, I'm just wrapping up on Ombis 2. Ombis 2 has everything that I wanted from the Horrific Evil Monsters in it, and not character wise or story structure, but there's action like between every like 20 to 30 seconds of film time, sometimes 15 seconds. So there are things. There are things that are positive about this movie. Like I said, I have two favorite scenes. One is in Ombis, and the second one is in this one. And this one actually blew the Ombis one away. So we did something right with that, but maybe we didn't do enough right all over with it. And yeah, so that's my statements on you know good old Horrific Evil Monsters. Um, let's just do one more. Let's see. Let's do one more. This one. I'm asked about this movie all the time. I'm asked about this movie more times than I want to admit. And I'm asked about this movie more times than I even want to talk about. But the movie is called Star, and it's Space Traveling Alien Reject. I'm not going to talk too much about the movie right now. We can talk about that at a different time. But I will say, let's take a look at some of these comments and see if anything is happening here. Let's see here. Indie Adam, nice to meet you. Love it. Very incredible. What is this movie? Star? Oh my God, I hate this movie. Lucky Mark, Connections. Here's a. This one just kind of released recently, about 5 months ago, so there's not a lot of comments on this one. What movie is this? Okay, so we did good there. Let's just take a look. Let's just take a look and see if there's any comments on the IMDb about this one. because I'm curious to know. Okay, so there's a 4.6 rating, which sucks, but whatever. And there's one user review, so let's see what this person has to say. Uh, okay, ridiculous indie sci-fi spoof spoiler. Trust me, it's not going to spoil anything for you. Star Space Traveling Alien Reject is an indie sci-fi spoof with no reason to bother watching. Oof, that that hurts. That really hurts. Um, the hero of the film is usually generic, boring guy whose head is off into the world and heads off into the world and discovers an alien which has arrived on Earth, an alien which takes the form of a hand puppet. And actually, I still have him. And you know what? Yeah, it was a puppet, and I made a glorious puppet fight scene in that movie. So if you get a chance, make sure you watch that. Anyways, yes, the film really is that cheap and ridiculous. It was not cheap. Yes, it is ridiculous. Soon, the the guy heads off on a quest with his extraordinary, extra, extra. I always get this incorrect. Uh, uh, ex an alien, we're going to say, buddy, while they're pursuing by generic bad guys. Slitting line delivery is the order of the day here, and very little makes sense. No, I'm gonna go with this is how the feed is. This is only one person, but let's see if it's on anything on here, because I'm pretty sure it's on Amazon. And now we're not all looking at everything all inclusive here today or anything like that. I don't know. Maybe it's not on here no more. Let's see. Let me just see if it's in there by Star or Space. Because see, what Star was originally supposed to be, it was like 3 different films. It must not be on Amazon anymore. That's no, that's no problem. Some films I personally don't like to have my name brought up, but every time I do here's the puppet, by the way. Every time I do an interview, they always say, "Oh, so you made a kid film?" I'm like, "Have you seen this film? This film is not a kid film. In fact, this is farthest from it." Um, in fact, I don't even. My wife, she often says this film doesn't even know what it wants to be, and I think that's probably because this was a mixture of 3 scripts that were combined into one. The original Horrific Evil Monsters script that got scrapped, and then a story called Izzy, which was like a vengeance story, and then we threw in a puppet. So there you go. Uh, there is the story behind such a thing. Let's see here. Hey, oh, hey, Matt. I don't know if you're still watching, but hey there. Hello. Um, so that is Star, but I can't end this stream without at least acknowledging one huge factor, and that is the first look of Ombis 2. And if you have not seen it yet, I'm gonna play this for you so that you can hear it. Check it out. Let me see. So there it is. 17 seconds. And trust me, that scene gets way crazier. Um, that's a really awesome scene um, that that we did. Let's go. Oh my god, all the nonsense on YouTube. A Grim Life is a different day. Um, and the Ombis 2 teaser. Let's just take a look at this. Okay, that's nothing good. All right, any comments on this one? No, no comments. So go comment on this. All right. Well, that leaves me with the end of this here stream. I want to thank you for hanging out with me for as long as you did. if you did. Um, but let me know. Put a comment in the chat, and let me know if you want me to keep doing some more lives and what I can talk about, because I'm sure there's so much that can be talked about. But until next time, my friends, stay scared, and I'll see you again.